Hello, my name is Micah. Welcome to the stream. I am once again faceless, and you can only see my PNG, because that's just how I've got everything set up. I'm planning on changing the stream setup, overlays, and everything at some point. I just haven't gotten a chance to do that yet, because I don't really know what I want to change them to. So, yeah. But I thought I'd play some more Bear and Breakfast because I'm really enjoying it, and it seems to be a really, like, cute and cozy game. And, yeah. Pick up trash in the area. Are there any trash in the rooms that I need to, like, deal with? Oh, they're all happy. That's good. As long as I don't scare them, of course. Because I can scare them if I'm not careful just by being around. And I still don't know what my people is doing over here as a beloved statue, but that's apparently a thing. Oh, it's pointing to this guy! How's the construction site going? It's ready. Astounding, you're on your way to becoming the biggest hospitality developer on this side of the canyon. You are currently in position 1 out of 1. Hey, that's not bad. It is certainly something. As a leisure expert, I'm sure that your senses are now precisely tuned to the next step in this possibly yet not probably profitable operation. Hi, Jara, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Trick the humans to come over? Trick the humans to come over. I mean, offer a valued customer a room for lodging. Book a guest to the motel, then return to receive completely unauthorized instructions on how to build bathrooms. Well then. Well, I'm glad you're doing well. Who are you? Oh, it's Gus! I talked to him earlier, but it wasn't really a thing that was all that eventful. Hi! In the middle of the desert in a rundown metal shack lived Gus, the most handsome possum in A24. Seemed like digging through junk was the main activity around here, and he was no rookie. Although by the looks of it, Gus's primary concern remained his charm and driving wheel. Okay then. Oh, hello. I'm Hank. Okay. Who are you? Gus. Nice to meet you, Gus. Yes, it is. What do you do, Gus? Not much. You don't seem to talk a lot either, Gus. I don't need to. That's fair. Well, just wanted to introduce myself. Not exactly putting your best foot forward there. But I've only got the 2. Better start diversifying then. I think you're being a little rude. You're right. You're actually perfect. Thank you. What's with all the people? Actually, I might have a hand in that. Good. They got the best food and baubles. And they scare easily. A jerk's dream. You don't seem like a jerk to me. Hey, watch your mouth, buddy. We don't take kindly to those types of words. Anyway, they used to roam all over the place. Reminded me of chickens. Stinky, floating around, afraid of their own shadow, only stopping for the occasional turd. Living the dream, really. Well, you might start seeing more of them again. Doesn't bother me none, as long as they don't stink up the place. And maybe don't burn the joint down again. All they left last time was a scorched sandwich and half a toilet. Fire almost got my little driving wheel, too. I love my little wheel! Worst part is, Sandwich turned out to be a stinking leather book. Ask me how I know. How do you know? You're not really playing with a full deck, are you? I don't really like gambling. Lad, you've got a nice thick skin on you. That or you're thick as gravy. Either way, I respect it. Thanks. I like your skin, too, I think? Hey, what did I say about saying stuff like that? We don't do that around here. So what's a cheeky boy like you creeping around people for? I'm not creeping, I'm helping. Right. So making some extra beans on the side? Getting a kick out of scaring their little mustaches off? I think they're pretty neat, and I like the building part. And my buddy Will isn't too upset about the money. Bah, what are you gonna use it for? Buying food? How come you live out here in the middle of nowhere? I prefer it that way. Just me, my diddly little self, and I. I get it. You seem pretty cool to hang out with. Alright, enough. One more word like that and I'm done with you. Give Gus the possum a compliment? Are you done with your nonsense? Actually, underneath the grubby exterior, I think you're secretly really nice. What is your problem exactly? I told you not to say things like that. I'm actually the biggest jerk you've ever met, and you're probably the biggest one I've ever met. Okay. Have all the materials been acquired? Yep, they're all here. Get your butt to work. Okay. What do I do? Tony's construction service. No available instructions. Okay. So then this is just what it looks like now? I guess that's convenient. I guess I'll talk to the turkey then, because I did what he wanted. I got the diner running. How's the diner repair going? Going, gone. I mean done. You should know, child, there is nothing more treacherous on this green earth than humans, those bald gremlins. They know nothing of this world, yet they consume it. The dark spirit will be angry with their return. You really freak me out when you do that. I suppose they do bring their own fortunes, which of course they don't share willingly. We have to prey or become prey. Or scavenge like rats. I don't suppose you've had any, bad dreams lately. No, none. I sleep like a baby. Yeah, big honest baby. Don't worry, she only bites when she's told. And there's no one to tell her yes. Or no. What? Okay. The Timberlands thing seems to be done now, so I should probably deal with that. Is the job complete? Yes. Congratulations, you have once again proven yourself barely above minimum expectations. Who is trash-talking trash mammals? Pretty much everyone in the forest, quite frankly. Guests will now have higher expectations for this location. Oh, and I got pants! And will offer a higher payout in return. Okay. Further improvements available at this location. You must now successfully complete the following task. Raise the prestige to level 3 in Timber Crossing. Reward 150 coins. Would you like to accept? Yes. Task in progress. Please return once the job is complete. I guess I already did that. Well then, that's convenient. Is the job complete? Yes. Further improvements available at this location. You must now successfully complete the following task. Get +3 5-star reviews in Timber Crossing. Reward, a special trinket that will put some pep in your step. I think I've already done that. Oh, never mind, I haven't. Okay. Something I can accomplish. That sounds good then. Why be in debt from a bank when you could just borrow from your future? I've got a guest on the way. Astounding! They are in for a surprise of a lifetime. Take that as you will. Sure, because of our premium desert location, we are freely able to exploit a common resource to their benefit and our profit. I'm not sure who's exploiting who. That's right, water! Is mutual exploitation a thing? Due to our never-ending quest for patron excellence and unfortunate health and safety regulations, this location can support sanitary facilities, which are now a key expectation for any visitor of this location. Can you guess what the next step is? You sure use a lot of words to say very few things. Correct. You must now build bathrooms for your guests. Oh, so that's how I would get the recipes. Lucky guess. Bathrooms introduce a new type of score, hygiene. Bathrooms have an area effect around them that applies a hygiene score to nearby bedrooms. You can see the area of effect of a bathroom by going into build mode and selecting the room. Higher level bathrooms have a larger area of effect for their hygiene score. Increase the level of bathrooms by placing higher level bathroom objects. Different guests have different hygiene requirements, so try to match them when accepting requests. Okay. It's like mooching off your own future. Alright, there's bathrooms now. Amazing. Now that your guests' needs for immediate relief are met, we should turn our attention to the most important motivation behind renting a room in this motel. Being comfortable? Taking some time off? Repression! That was my third guess. Recognizing the insight into customer motivation towards your product is a key detail of modern marketing. You're doing the thing again. Why would anyone stay in this scumhole? Hey, I've put a lot of work into this place. That's right, running away from what you can't escape. Shady pawn shop debt collectors. Yourself. That's a little dark. Which is the perfect opportunity for one of our most popular facilities. A bar! That's worse. But not just any bar, a tasteful, sophisticated establishment. A distillery! How refined. Special rooms provide extra attraction for your resort. They offer special amenities and entertainment to your guests. Some guests have demands for specific special rooms, but all guests appreciate them in general. Special rooms can be a big boost to your resort prestige score. The distillery is a type of special room that can only be built in certain areas. It's great for those who are looking to unwind alongside some hearty spirits. It requires a bar, seating, and a dispenser to be functional. Some guests specifically look for a distillery for their accommodations. Okay then. I guess we gotta build one. Participants in the Pawn Voyage and Pawn Cruise programs agree to waive any claim for participants' personal injury or wrongful death. The most sophisticated distillery is ready. Excellent! You are one step closer to solidifying this establishment as the premier watering hole in this entire desert. Couldn't have asked for anything better. As we near the consolidation of yet another premium property, we obviously need to make sure our rigorous standards are met. Obviously. To that degree, you will need to satisfy a series of criteria. Okay. Oh, I can get crafting recipes. I can talk. I don't have enough for that one. Okay. So then how do I learn these crafting recipes? Oh, I have to eat. Oh! Oh! I get it now. This place used to be a gold mine. Oh god. Garbarcheology isn't what it used to be. What the boss says goes, no exception. He's been digging through scraps longer than you've known to wear a hat. I mean, I believe that. You got all the requirements in check? Ready. Amazing! This concludes our foray into the roadside attraction business. Your extraordinary enterprise empire is expanding, thanks to the hard work of your Pawn Voyage representative. How can I ever repay you? Remember to start working on your next premium property. Locate your nearest Shark Lake agent and press the green button. So I gotta find another one? Oh, how quaint. Come visit an old lady when you can, will you? Okay. Welcome to Pawn Voyage Leadership and Advancement Program. You can now further improve this establishment. Successfully doing so will increase guest expectations for this location, also increasing payout and bragging rights. In order to improve this premise, you must now successfully complete the following task. Build 5 times level 2 bedrooms in A24. A cool trinket. Sure. I guess we're gonna have to figure out how to do that. You're making your way all over the place, aren't you? My, I barely got here and you're right on my track. Or I might build you a bedroom. Aw. You seem to have made it to the little concrete island. Arguably an oasis worse than the desert it's saving you from. This place used to host all sorts of people, but mostly those without a lot of time on their hands. One of them a sailor, a captain, I should say. A father to 3 strong boys, he had a lot of unexpected stops to make. Some would say his work was hectic, hostage to the wishes of the sea. He would make the stops so often that he'd have a regular room all to himself. One could wonder, perhaps, why his room would also come with regular guests all to himself. I tried swimming once. I suppose when the forest or the sea follows you, even ashore, you curl up to any ember you can find. He kept the books on all maritime travel, even showed it to me once. It was his pride and joy. The schedule like clockwork, the coordinates, the ships, their names. It was so fascinating that I couldn't help myself and stashed it under a wardrobe. And he never saw it again, and neither did I. I came back here with a little blind hope that the chaos spared this little book. But there was nothing but rubble and dust, not even a standing wardrobe to look under. If you happen to come across an old leather book, do an old lady a favor, would you? I have to find the travel itinerary. It's up here somewhere by the seams of things. Of course he found it. Oh my, is that what I think it is? You know, I never used to see any animals like you just roaming around. We were lucky to hear birds some days. Now you all seem to be running the place. Not that I'm complaining. You're probably more qualified anyway. And you do seem like you're getting things back into shape. This road used to be full of cars and buses, people chasing other people's problems. Or sometimes their own, but rarely. You never had time to look after yourself. Oh, there I go again, blabbering to a bear. If only you could blabber back and keep an old lady company. I seem to have fallen out of practice with that, keeping company. But I'm not here to throw a pity party. There's hardly enough booze for that. Thank you. Now if you'll excuse me, I have a long walk ahead of me. Okay. Oh, hi Beanie. Fancy meeting you here, mister. I figured something must have gone down south. Too many folk out of nowhere. That damn shark's got people coming in droves. I have to go keep an eye out on the dam near the lake, so the barrier up to High Lake is open. If you make your way up there, look me up. I know the place inside and out. Okay. So I guess that's where the next, property is going to be. Is the job complete? Yes. Congratulations, this greatly benefits the location. Guests will now have higher expectations for this location. And I got some trail mix. And will offer a higher payout in return. You must now successfully complete the following task. Build 2 times level 2 bedrooms. Sure. Not quite sure what that's going to entail, but... Oh. I guess I've already done that. Is the job complete? Congratulations, this greatly benefits the location. Guests will now have higher expectations for this location, and will offer a higher payout in return. You must now successfully complete the following task. Raise the prestige level to 4. Okay. Well, I haven't done that yet. I feel like I'm moving faster now. Does the trail mix make me move faster? Fruit nuts and granola to keep you moving swiftly. Oh, and some raisins too. It does increase my speed. Okay. Well, I never. Look who waddled their way up the windy road. I would call it more of a wobble. Welcome to High Lake. Now, I'm not going to insult your intelligence. Oh, there's zero chance of that. By explaining why it's called that. But this used to be the prettiest place to spend a summer in. The soft wave of the trees and the wind, the calmness of the water. No wonder the captain built his vacation house here. I remember it had the most amazing garden. You could see it from the dam. Obviously, you weren't allowed anywhere near the place. You should check it out. It's just up the dirt road. I'm sure there's some fruit or something you can eat along the way. That is your main occupation, right? Eating fruit? I would never limit myself to just fruit. I'm going over the dam to my outpost. I'll see you around. Well, okay then. Find someone who can help you in High Lake. Alright. Oh, it's Julia. No, this is the last time. You are not taking anything from the garden. Please, there's barely anything left, and the potatoes aren't even in season. Oh, I didn't mean to barge. Oh, you didn't? Well, you did anyway. I'm sorry. Oh, no, I didn't mean to come off that way. I'm sorry, you'll just have to look for food somewhere else. Hey, I'll never say no to a warm, glistening potato. But that's not why I'm here. Oh, of course, that was so stupid of me to assume. That's not even close to stupid, I'll tell you what. I'm Hank. I live in the thicket with my mom and two best buds. It's nice to meet you, Hank. I'm Julia. I don't get a lot of visitors. Well, I do, but they usually don't talk, they just take. And I don't have a lot left to give up. I'm not here to take anything, the opposite, actually. Always caught by surprise, Julia the goat was the only remaining resident in this huge estate. She seemed very invested in her vegetable garden, but the rest of the property didn't concern her as much. The intense aroma coming from her house signaled a knack for cooking, a hunch reinforced by Hank's rumbling tummy. I'm not here to take anything, the opposite, actually. I was wondering if this old house was occupied. I think it could use a fresh coat of paint. Well, it used to be. I guess not anymore. No one's been inside the old captain's shack in ages. Do you mind if I take a look? No, but only if you don't mind not going anywhere near my garden. I mean, that's doable. Enjoy today. You can't pay your debt from the grave, but your children can. Jesus, that's really dark. Hello, voice box person. I'm ready to get my hands dirty again. Be part of the next exciting experience, enticing, escape, electrifying. Hey, we've been through this already. Aren't you the same shark? Individualism does not make the cogs turn faster. I think there's a bag missing its wind somewhere. Welcome to High Lake, the Amber Jewel, the pride of the valley, the Great Depression. And we're talking sunken landforms, not your reasons for staying in bed. Someone's in a mood. The Golden Plateau, in geological terms, of course. Not your late teens. All right now. The captain's estate is a perfect destination for a premium development. The quaint, family-centric farmhouse is ideal for hosting dozens of loud, unfamiliar strangers. As always, a regrettable minimum standard is required to open this location. Sounds about right. Tony's Construction. Yep. Clear out the garbage. Yep. Always gotta do that. There's stairs. Oh. Well then. Why watch the world through a screen when you can trade it in for the real thing? Now accepting trade-ins for high-definition electronics at any pawn location. So what's next? Humankind has fought many arduous battles. None more impressive than the one against nature itself. A solid roof over our heads and a dry floor to sleep on have become the preferred way of life for many. And the reward for that victory? The opportunity to profit from taking all of it away. Go figure. I'm learning so much. This area supports the development of outdoor facilities, an open-air, untamed, raw experience, at the mercy of dangerous creatures and savage beasts. I do get pretty grumpy in the morning. Closed off in a small area with a fence and a gate, of course. As you know, patron health and safety are our main concern, so any outdoor expansions need to be certified by a forestry specialist. Failing to do so will deprive your more adventurous guests from the true experience of paying extra to sit outside. Hey, I think I know someone like that. Talk to Sabine. She must be up this way. Wow, that house never looked so clean. Is that the fresh coat of paint? Yes, it is. That's amazing. I've never seen it sparkle like that. What is this place anyway? I'm still not sure you're not here for my potatoes. But if you really mean it, this is the captain's estate, and that old pile of rust and mold is the farmhouse. Well, significantly less rusty and moldy now. It used to be the biggest private property in the valley. The lady captain and little captain kids would spend every summer here, although he was never with them. He spent most of his time up the hill in the big radio dish building. What made you come up such a long way from home? I met a shark that asked me for help to get humans to come back. If you're here to rob me, you don't have to put on a show. No, I mean it. There's people all over the place now. In fact, I think I could help rebuild the farmhouse and get people to stay there again. Listen, Hank. I've got a rug in my house that lies less than you. Wait, I mean it. I'm sure your dolphin friend is waiting. He's a shark. Oh, okay, you've convinced me. Really? No. Okay, I can prove that I'm not here to steal. Isn't there anything you need? I could go get it for you. I'm pretty great at that. If it means you'll leave. I won't come back without it. Alright, there's a kind of plant that doesn't grow in High Lake. It's called sage. I use it in my teas and peach juice. It doesn't grow in the light, so you won't find it outside the thicker woods. I suggest you look west of Sawdust, but you shouldn't step foot beyond that barrier, if you had any sense. We certainly don't have to worry about that. He's just... Alright. He don't got no sense. So, that settles that. Come back! Hey, big guy, what you up to? Oh, you know, looking for berries, refurbishing old houses. Just bare things. Well, he ain't got much he could work on here, except maybe the old broadcast station up north. But no one's got any use for that anymore. Actually, I had a thing I needed your help with. Oh shoot, I ain't good at skimming plaster, but I can tell you which mushrooms will make you feel funny. Oh god. Does that mean she gets high off shrooms on her own sometimes? Well, we're trying to give folks a more, outdoorsy experience. And apparently rolling in grass until the ground smells like you isn't part of that. So I'm a little lost. Well, most people don't mind a little dirt on their butt or smoke in their face, but in limited controlled quantities. Tell you what, if you clear out a bit of space for a camping spot, I can get you some basic things to get started. How about it? That must be what that area is for beside the captain's quarters. Yes. It looks like the work site is good to go. Gather construction materials. I have everything. Okay, so it's gonna be repaired. Look at that! That looks a lot nicer. Now I gotta go talk to Beanie again. So, how about it? You got a campground ready to go? Yes, ma'am. Good going. I'm almost done. I'm just missing a bit of fuel and I left my canister behind. Can you fetch me some while I finish up? Did you find any fuel? Got it right here. Alright, good. Now the key to a great camping spot is to make it feel the greatest waiting room in the world. It should be relaxing and quiet, but just temporary enough, so that you don't overstay your welcome. I mean, you don't have to worry about that. Oh, a s'more station recipe. A sitting log recipe. A small campfire. But your guests should. The campfire is a type of special room that can only be built in certain areas outside. It's perfect for the more adventurous guests who prefer a moonlight wiener over an open flame. It requires a fire, a seating object, and a dispenser to be functional and can only be built in specifically designated outdoor areas. Some guests specifically look for campfires during their stays. Well, okay then. Guess I gotta build it. I feel like I could have built the campfire in a better way than I did, but that's okay. I'm sure I can fix it at a later date. Wait, is this Gus? You again? I think we got off on the wrong foot, and now I used up both. I never meant to, say nice things about you. Yeah, well, you can't just do that to people. You could ruin someone's day. But you said pleasant things about me too, I think. That's different. It wasn't about me. What are you doing here anyway? Are you following me around? No one comes to Dark Grove. I thought I'd start my day off right with a little self-terror. Beats washing your face with water. Finally, you make some sense. What are you up to? In case I've accidentally given you the impression that I'm a space scientist or something, I like to scavenge. It's what I do. I get into every nook and cranny and fish out the little artifacts the universe forgot about. Now no one's stepped foot in Dark Grove in years, and this tower here is old, like really old. You can tell by the fact that there isn't a tower anymore. But that didn't stop humans from using it anyway. At least until they up and left, tearing everything down behind them. So like a nerd in a board game shop, I dive right in, getting my little trinket fix. No one can tell me not to. I wouldn't dream of it. Is that how you got your jacket? Oh yes, my little green jacket. I found it in the White House up the mountain. I roll around in the garbage dump once a week to keep it fresh. Ugh. Well, I really like it. It's a nice jacket. Yeah, this old thing? It's actually gotten pretty musty and I can't get the mud smell out of it. I should probably change it soon. You don't say. Hey, picking's been slim in the old grub department. You wouldn't happen to have anything to gnaw on, would you? I could go make you something. Boy, I'd kill for an egg, Dippy. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have. So I have to actually make some food for him sometime. What a strange wooden leg. Feels like a skeleton could jump me at any time. I don't know any cooking recipes. I'm not trying to cook. Oh, hello again. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting you back. Did you find any sage? Yeah, got it right here. What? You really got some? Oh my, it really is. So musty and crisp. Did you really go all the way there, to Dark Grove? Piece of cake. See, bears don't have to worry about underwear. Listen, if you're serious about getting this place back on its feet, I think I can help. The captain's family ate all sorts of food. They'd grow it in the garden and cook it down into flavors you've never even dreamt of. Sweet, sour, buttery, earthy, smoky, tangy. Didn't know I could taste words before. And well, I know for a fact your humans are going to want some, so I can teach you how to do that, if you'd like to stick around. I would love to. Great. I mean, I'm happy to hear that. You can help yourself from the garden. Things grow pretty fast in there, so help yourself. Well, now I have access to the garden. Ain't that nice? Now the captain had a big table. The whole family would sit around. Little diner stool. Small plywood table. Tiny buffet recipe. You should probably give folks some room to eat. Okay. Dining rooms are rooms where your guests consume meals. Craft and place a serving table, and a chair to make it functional and give food score. Meals added in the serving table will give out their food score to guests. Guests will consume these meals usually 3 times a day. Each dining room will affect an entire building, so resorts with multiple buildings will require multiple dining rooms. Raw ingredients will not award food score, only cooked meals will. Lower level serving tables have fewer slots available to fit meals, while higher level serving tables will have more meal slots. Okay. So how about that dining room? It's ready. I can't believe you're going through all this trouble. I'm sorry I've been by myself for a long time. There's barely a soul that passes through here these days, except the ones who make a fuss at night, I guess. But I don't have the guts to confront them. That sounds terrifying. Anyway, you've got everything you need to start making some delicious food. Oh, except like the one important bit, somewhere to cook it all. Now, I did my best with what I had in the guest house, but I'm pretty proud of my little kitchen. Okay. And I expect you to make your own. Kitchens are rooms where you can cook meals. They require either a cutting board, cooker, griddle, or microwave. Not all objects are required. Kitchen objects are noisy and smell funny, which means they carry a negative decoration score. Guests will not interact with kitchens. However, kitchens will apply the negative decoration score in an area of effect around them. This debuff will affect any bedrooms built next to kitchens as well as the overall prestige score in that resort. Place plenty of decoration items to offset the negative effect to kitchen objects. You can see the debuff area by clicking on the room while in build mode. Okay. Did you manage to get the kitchen up and running? Yep. Well, what are you waiting for? Time to give it its maiden voyage. I haven't exactly won any cooking competitions out there. Oh, nonsense. You're a natural. I can smell it on you. The smell is definitely all natural. Look, here's some basics to get you started. I'm sure not everyone's going to be picky from the get-go. Grab some taters from the garden and some mint next to the lake, and give your new kitchen a spin. Welcome to cooking. Your goal is to follow recipes by matching ingredient items with cooking method cards. Interact with any placed cooking object to bring up the cooking screen. Any object in a kitchen will bring up the same interface. You have to learn at least one recipe before you are able to access cooking. Each cooking object you place in the kitchen will give access to cooking cards in the interface. Higher level cooking objects will yield new cards and a larger number of overall cards. Different recipes require different cooking method cards which can hold ingredients. Step by step, go to the recipe book and pick a recipe, then pick the appropriate cards from your deck. Put down a card in a cooking slot, place the ingredient from your inventory into the cooking slot that has a card. Some cards require fuel to function, so make sure you place a fuel card on an empty slot. Place fuel in the occupied fuel slot from your inventory. Press the cook button and wait for your food to be ready. Remember, the more objects you place, the more cards you gain access to. Okay. Did you get some cooking done? I sure did. Well, you certainly did something, but it's better than my first try. Alright, now you better go serve it before it gets cold. Place mashed potatoes in a serving station and place the mint tea in a serving station. Okay. That means I gotta take out what's already in there. Did you serve the food? Yep. Well, congrats, Hank. You just cooked your first batch of food for someone else. And that's nothing to sneeze at. Now you better make sure there's always food in there for folks to eat. You can make the same stuff, sure, but you'll run out of ingredients quick. So you better learn how to cook more stuff than mash and tea. I've got plenty of recipes from the captain's cookbook. Come by my little booth sometime. I could always use the coin. That must be this booth. Ooh, I can get a lot. I'll get one of everything. There, I've learned how to cook everything. So now I'll be able to have a lot of fun with that. At least I should. This month only, get a 2% coupon for our sister company, Flight or Freight. For all your package delivery and shipping needs. The only question we ask is cash or card. The camp is ready. Dear valued partner, here at Pon Voyage we take steps every day to recognize and appreciate our most valuable associates for their commitment and contributions. You currently do not meet the criteria for recognition or appreciation. In fact, our metrics suggest your performance falls under our detestation level. However, your recent development into outdoors leisure for this property has upgraded you to disregard. Congratulations! You are now one step closer towards achieving something in your life that has any semblance of value. There are many, many, many steps left. The next one, in fact, is meeting our criteria for a property in this location, which you should observe in order to be further entrusted with our guests' experience. Okay. That we deeply care about. I need to have quite a few guests stay here, which means I'll need to build more rooms and such.